Hi, it's Anne at Good Girls Guide. Now, it's been almost 2 years since I decided to make a concerted effort to become debt-free. I've noticed that there are some people out there who are also watching my videos who've also decided to copy me and do the same. That's fine. And but one of the strategies and the tactics that I was using to reduce my fuel bills included switching to GB electricity. However, at the end of last year, as I did tweet out on my Twitter account, I noticed that GB were not answering telephone calls. They had accrued about almost £200 in credit against my account, which obviously I wanted refunded. But as they weren't answering the telephone, it was going to be impossible for me to get my money back. At the time, I just suggested or felt that the company was in some trouble because they kept fobbing off previous phone calls, fobbing off responding to my query to get my money refunded. Then I heard that the company had gone bust or they collapsed, and they were obviously closing down and being taken over by another company, which turned out later on to become the Co-op. But as I was paying by direct debit, I decided to cancel direct debit because obviously they'd accrued my money and weren't refunding it. So when the Co-op took over, they used that money that was in credit to pay whatever was being accumulated December, January, February time, and then come April, when I set up the direct debit with them, they notified me that they would take a direct debit of about £89 in May, which is this month. It's the 30th of May 2017. However, they decided, without notifying me, to take 3 payments in April, adding up to almost £250, about £200, 144, and then 2 other payments, including the £89, which was due in May, but taking it instead in April. So I wasn't very happy that they'd taken all this money without notifying me. Also, the unit price and the standing charges had also increased. So I've come back to compare the market to switch yet again to find a cheaper supplier, cheaper deal. And as you can see, I put in the tariff of that I was using for GB Energy, and also how many units a year I used, and it's calculated that I can make a saving here of approximately £185 a year by switching to a company called PowerShop on the Ease to Saviour tariff. So that's not the only company that's also perhaps folded due to the fact that they bought large quantities of gas or electric at low cost and then tried to supply, but then obviously the market changed. So you can also do this yourself, and I would definitely encourage you to switch again and still save more money again. And it's telling me there the difference between the standing charges there, 16 pence per day as opposed to 25 pence a day, and the unit rate of 10 pence per kilowatt as opposed to 14p, which is the GB Energy one, which is now obviously owned by his Co-op. So that's a huge difference. Almost 30% difference, I'd say, in fee there, not to mention this difference here. we've got 40% cheaper. So I've got the details. This company, Compare the Market, obviously is an affiliated company, and they earn their money by switching accounts, some accounts for some people. This company isn't one that they switch for you on your behalf, so I can take the details there. They said they're unable to switch because obviously they'll get commission. So what I will do, I'll take down the number, but they are whole of market, so I think they are anyway. So what I'll do is take their details, this company details, Power Shop, and then I'll make the phone call tomorrow and start the switching process yet again. Basically, I didn't really like the way that they just drew £250 out without actually notifying me. But obviously I also need to save as well, and as I don't use that much electric, that £200 could be better off paying off something else towards my debt-free goal. So I shall also be doing this with the other company, which is a gas company, or a gas and electric company called Ebeco, who have also, as I said, notified us at their closing as well. And you can still, if you're on a meter with a card or it's economy 7, you can still switch. So I would definitely say if you're already struggling financially, perhaps you're using meter and cards or electric keys that you have to top up weekly, you should still switch supplier. So that's enough for me. You know where to go. If you want to switch, you can either use USwitch to find out the cheapest, and or you can use comparethemarket.com, and then you know, either manually or switch yourself using the telephone, or you can use, if they're eligible, if you're able to switch for you, then they'll switch for you, but they obviously will take a commission from the company. So there you go, these are all the different companies. Obviously not all of them are going to save me money, but the top one, as I said, will save me £185. That's the one that I'm going to use. So good luck in your own switch. And by the way, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Thank you.